Alright, today I'm going to be taking a look at this little figure, Rat Trap, that I found for clearance at a GameStop, and he was only $8. This is a tiny package, like compared to the, I don't know if you saw the Cheetor unboxing, but the Cheetor had it to where this was, it was a lot bigger box than this. The toy was a lot bigger. I was so surprised. Look how small that is. Look. It fits in one hand. And the little guy, he fits just in your hand. He fits in the palm of your hand. He's such a small little figure, and it's like, I don't know, that's so accurate for Rat Trap to be this small. This is really amazing me. It's like, seriously guys, I don't know. I don't know. But for him being this small and him being, originally he was like around $10, I guess, but now he went down to 8. So for him being $8, also found out this does not come with a card. I missed that on the Cheetor one. Cheetor did come with a card. I missed that. The packaging had a lot of hidden compartments, and I missed that. So now I'm on to Rat Trap over here. And with Rat Trap, he looks very show accurate. I like it. They got really... It really does seem very detailed and whatnot. There's a hair that's messing around with me in my eye. But it does seem very, show accurate. I love that. I like how... I've always wondered about this little brain thing that he has. Where's the camera? There you go. Little brain thing right there. You see that? I've always wondered about that. Make him look bionic. His head makes him look like Bionicle-esque to an extent. See that? See what I mean? It's like the Bionicles, like when you get the masks off. You gotta have that weird face, so. But for a very cheap figure, he's very articulate, I'm guessing, and it is for the transformation. So for instance, look at that. Look at that. Not only can he bend at the knee, but he can bend right underneath the knee. So he's very articulate, very, very action-packed stuff you can do with him. There's a lot you can do with him, and there is the transformation, of course. I'm going to get to that in a moment. Overall, this looks really cool and really detailed, and for $10, you really, even though it's super small, I think you get a little bit of bang for your buck because of the idea of how small it is. Now, one thing I am going to show you, I'm going to go ahead and start the transformation part of it, the transformation process. But you got like a lot of different movements around here. Not movement around the wrists, so just keep that in mind. But it makes up for the fact that everything else you can move. His hips, his ankle, his knee, his right below his knee, his just arms. And so even the transformation things just have it to where you can fold out a lot more than usual. So I'm going to go ahead and try to transform this live for the sake of, just how this is. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now, transformation itself was not a bad one. It was a little bit tricky. The only thing I would say gripe-wise is if you are not paying attention on those instructions, you will miss something very vital. The one thing that was vital for me, this little shoulder pad right here, I know it's so hard to see on the camera, but there's a little peg right here, right in there. You gotta click that arm, that shoulder pad onto that peg. If you don't, then this is gonna be a big problem. I was literally, and you gotta do it for both arms, I was literally struggling, I kid you not, struggling to get this guy transformed because I missed that one step. It's that important. It's nuts. So, so you get him transformed like that. You get him transformed like that. Poke him in there. And it really is a lot flexible compared to for what you have to do. You gotta fold the head out. Of course, he's oh yeah, I forgot it. You gotta turn this around for the effect. You gotta turn his head around like that. A ratchet joint around the neck to flip out the rat part of it. To flip out the rat head, you gotta do a ratchet joint. And that's so intricate. And then the next dealio, you gotta flip this up. You gotta crank this outward weirdly. It's very odd, but it works. Okay, there we go. Yep. awesome sauce. Very much awesome sauce. You gotta crank this down after that. And I'm really, 5 minutes, that's not too bad. I really apologize for the idea. Oh yeah, you gotta put another peg thing right there. Some of these pegs are very obvious, like the leg one. I thought that wasn't too bad. The other leg one, again, not too bad. And then you gotta bend it upward, and then to there, and then you gotta face his little thing forward. I wish I had a third hand while doing this, but very posable. I mean, my only gripe is the fact that, you know, it feels as though some of these joints are a little bit loose, but that's, you know, kind of given the price point, kind of makes sense. Kind of want to give it a 9, and that's alone for the idea of, well, not 9. Take that back. 8. The reason for the 8 is the fact that that needs to fold down like that, and that needs to fold down like that, so that way this can go down like this. 8, but that's due to the fact of how posable it is, and the fact that it was for, you know, you get what you pay for kind of deal, so it makes sense. So the reason why not the average 7 is because of the fact that, again, there's so much posability, and when you finally get it transformed, which I'm trying to do, but there we go. See? A little bit of showy on the bottom, but other than that, you face him from the front, looks like a rat. You face him from a lot of the other angles show, you know, kind of like a rat, except for that little bit of area right along here and around his rear end area. So it's very, you know, that's also show accurate, because the fact that, you know, he transforms into a rat looks like this. And then you just take his gun, and even though his gun was most of the time hidden when he transformed, it does have to be on the edge. So, I mean, unless you know, not a terrible transformation, only took me about a couple minutes. And then, but once he is in this mode, there's not really much he can do. There is some feet movement. These are pretty stationary. His head is very stationary. His tail is very stationary. But again, he's in rat mode, so you got to play with him like you play with a rat. And then his gun fits on the side there. So yeah, I'm thinking solid 8, because, you know, small figure, it kind of works for its price, you know, $10, inflation. Yeah, there's not really much else to say. It looks like the show. It's good figure. The gripes only is the idea that you gotta make sure it's not an easy transformation. It's kind of easy. It's kind of a meh. It's in between transformation. Once you get it down, you know you got it, but there is a learning curve. Oh my goodness, it's just, Rat Trap was not one of my favorite characters in the show, because I thought of him just kind of annoying. I did like, though, that he was the voice of Proto Man from the original Mega Man series in the 90s. So he's got that going for him, so that's pretty neat. And size comparison wise, I should have size comparison him when I had Cheetor with me. But, so I don't really have him. I mean, I have Optimus over here. I mean, a small package. Optimus over here. So here's biggest Optimus. Kind of a small dealio compared to him. Kind of a small. And again, I know that this was in, you know, but it's not much bigger than this, so. And I think I remember, like, I was just like comparing these guys sidewise together, and I remember this, he only goes up to about this guy's waist. So if you can imagine that, it's only like that tall. So, I mean, I don't really know if he was that tall in the show. I have no idea. So, anyway, I gotta get on to the next review thing. So, thanks guys for watching. Like I said, 8 out of 10. You know, it was worth a buy, and so just didn't really like that character that much. He was okay, but annoying. I'm repeating myself. Thanks for listening to A Broken Record. See you guys later.